Hello ChatGPT.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to another exciting discussion. Today we are going to talk about an important topic: how to set achievable goal and stay motivated.
Mhm.
Goal give us this direction, but staying motivated and taking consistent action can something be difficult. So let's discuss how we can set realistic goals, overcome challenges, and keep moving forward.
Hmm. That's a great place to start. I'd say first, make your goals specific and realistic. Like instead of saying, I want to get fit, you might say, I want to walk 20 minutes, 5 days a week. And then break big goals into small, doable steps. Each small win kind of fuels the next one. Motivation tends to rise after you act, not before. So even tiny steps matter.
Okay,
And when setbacks show up, treat them as feedback, not failure.
okay.
Ask,
My,
what exactly got in the way?
okay.
Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? That shift keeps you moving forward.
Okay, my first question is what does it mean to set an achievable goal and why is goal setting important in our daily life?
An achievable goal is one that's realistic for where you are right now, given your time, energy, and resources. If a goal is too big or fuzzy, like learn a new language, it's hard to know what step comes first. But something like practice 10 new words a day is much clearer. And that clarity matters because it gives you a way to track real progress
Okay,
daily. That progress builds confidence. Without that, it's easy to feel lost or stuck. So, setting achievable goals is less about lowering your ambition and more about designing steps you can actually follow through on. That follow through is what keeps momentum alive.
okay. How can we decide whether our goal is realistic
Hmm,
and achievable for us?
good question. A simple way is to check three things: time, resources, and control. Ask yourself, do I have enough time in my week for this? Do I realistically have the energy or the skills? And is this something I can influence directly? If any of those answers is no, then scale the goal down until it passes those checks. And here's the litmus test. If you can describe the very first action you'll take tomorrow morning, it's probably achievable.
Okay,
If you
what is the
can't,
okay? My next question is what is the difference between a big goal and a small goal, and why should we break big goal into smaller steps?
big goals are like the dream vision. Say, run a marathon. Small goals are the stepping stones, like jog 3 times this week. You break big goals into small steps well, because uh, motivation likes wins, and small steps create those wins more often. They make progress visible, keep you from burning out, and let you adjust if life gets messy. Without those chunks, it's really easy to stall out, staring at this huge distant finish line. So small steps aren't ambitious, they're the practical way big goals come to life.
Okay, my next question is how can we stay motivated when asked to not see quick result?
When results drag, anchor yourself in process goals instead of outcome goals. So focus on showing up. I will do the practice, not just the results. Track small signs like a consistent routine, better stamina, fewer skipped days. Those count, even if the main result is slow to show up.
Okay,
Celebrate those little wins and mix it up now and again
okay,
to avoid boredom.
okay. My next question is what are some common reasons people give up on their goals?
Common ones are not seeing quick results, taking on too much at once, unclear steps, and plain old burnout. Sometimes life changes and priorities shift, which makes old goals feel less relevant. If that happens, it's not a character flaw, it's a signal to revisit the why. You can reset, shrink the target, or give yourself a break without quitting.
Okay, how
Sometimes
how
a
can
pause,
making okay my next question is how can making a daily plan help us stay focused on our goals?
a daily plan turns big goals into something you can actually do today, like one or two clear actions. That keeps your attention from scattering. It also gives you something to check off, which feels rewarding and unrealistic. That's quick feedback too. You can adjust tomorrow. It's flexible, not rigid, and keeps the goal grounded in real life instead of just in your head.
Okay, what should we do when we fail or face a setback while working toward a goal?
First, take a breath. Don't immediately problem solve. Ask yourself what's like, what were the next time? Not a total overhaul. And if needed, shrink the step even smaller so it feels doable again. Treat setbacks as data points and not verdicts on you or your goal. That mindset keeps you moving without punishing yourself for being human.
Okay, my next question is how can we track our progress and celebrate small achievement without losing focus on the bigger goal?
You can keep a simple tracker like a check mark on a calendar or a short weekly note, just enough to make progress visible. Then celebrate modestly, like a little happy dance, sharing the win with a friend, or just pausing to notice. Hey, I did that. Keep it brief so it doesn't derail the routine. The trick is making celebration a quick nod, not a detour. That way you fuel yourself without drifting away from the main goal.
Okay, my last question is what advice will you give to someone who want to achieve a goal but keeps procrastination? Thing?
Start ridiculously small, like embarrassingly small. 5 minutes of the task is enough to break the stall. Set up cues like laying out your materials the night before. Reduce friction and make the first step obvious and easy. Once you start, momentum usually kicks in. And if it doesn't, even finishing the tiny step is progress. Celebrate that, then repeat tomorrow. Tiny, consistent actions are the best antidote to procrastination.
Okay. Thank you so much for this wonderful discussion. Today we learned that achieving our goal is not about doing everything at once. It is about taking small, consistent steps every day. Set realistic goals. Stay disciplined. Learn from failure and keep believing in yourself. Remember, progress may be slow, but every step takes you closer to success. Thank you everyone for listening. Allah Hafiz.
Beautiful wrap up. I'm glad I could help.